Why used EV prices are falling. The declining prices of second-hand electric vehicles (EVs) show a dynamic interaction of elements changing the automotive industry. Older models unavoidably lose appeal as EV technologies keep developing at a fast speed, which reduces their resale value. The issue is further exacerbated by the increase in manufacturing and market saturation of both new and used EVs, therefore flooding the market with pre-owned vehicles. These elements, together with changing customer tastes and developing battery technologies, help to greatly devalue older EVs. Accelerating the drop in used EV pricing also results from new government incentives for the newest models and fast-developing infrastructure for electric vehicles. Their market value also suffers from the view of used EVs as antiquated compared to newer models and worries regarding battery life and warranty coverage. Used EVs are becoming more reasonably priced as the worldwide market adjusts to these developments, which presents possibilities as well as problems for consumers and sellers equally. For customers, these drop in used EV pricing offers a chance to access lower-cost electric mobility, therefore facilitating the shift to greener technologies free from a large initial outlay. Strategic pricing and market positioning depend critically on manufacturers and sellers knowing these trends. Monitoring these elements will be crucial to negotiate the changing terrain of used EV pricing as the automotive sector develops. Accepting the changes and using the knowledge on market dynamics would enable participants to make wise decisions and fit the changing electric vehicle scene. 10 main elements behind the fall in used EV pricing are investigated in this paper. 1. EV technological advancements. The quick advancement in electric vehicle technologies has a major influence on the declining prices of second-hand electric cars. New models from manufacturers sometimes have greater driving ranges, advanced performance capabilities, and cutting-edge battery technologies as they reveal. Older EVs with less modern technologies are thus seen as out of current. This change of emphasis toward more modern, sophisticated models lessens the appeal of second-hand EVs devoid of these developments. Older models fast lose their competitive edge because of the fast development in battery efficiency and electric drivetrain advancements, which directly influences their resale value. Consumers looking for the newest features and best performance are less likely to buy second-hand EVs with antiquated technology, which helps to lower their market pricing. 2. Enhanced output and market saturation. The availability of used EVs has been much improved by the rise in EV manufacture and the release of several new models. The volume of trade-ins and pre-owned models joining the market increases as more people choose new electric cars. As supply rises and market saturation results, used EV prices face downward pressure. Given the wider range of choices open to consumers, seller competitiveness gets fiercer. In a congested market, dealers have to cut their prices to stand out, therefore used electric vehicles become more reasonable. The ensuing excess of pre-owned models combined with the flood of more modern appealing choices reduce the value of older EVs, reflecting the competitive environment and increased supply of electric vehicles. This dynamic emphasizes how market saturation influences used EV pricing. 3. Enhanced battery longevity and technology. The performance and lifetime of more recent electric vehicle EV models have been much improved by developments in battery technologies. Longer-lasting and more efficient batteries enable modern EVs, which are quite different from the older technologies utilized in past models. Consumers of used electric vehicles might be cautious of older batteries that might not function as well or have a shorter lifespan, so raising questions around possible degradation and replacement costs. This variation in battery performance makes older EVs less desirable, which helps to hasten their value drop. Consequently, the constant development in battery technologies lowers the cost of second-hand electric vehicles fitted with more primitive, less developed batteries. 4. EV depreciation rates. Prices of used electric cars (EVs) are substantially influenced by the rates of depreciation of newly constructed EVs. Thanks to fast technological developments and the regular release of new models with improved features and greater ranges, electric vehicles lose value over time, often at an accelerated rate. Older models' value often declines more rapidly when more recent EVs become available. The used EV market is impacted by this faster depreciation of new EVs since the growing availability of less-priced, newer versions helps to lower the resale value of older models. As the market adapts to the changing electric mobility scene, the quick decline in new EVs helps lower prices for older electric vehicles. 5. Government incentives and subsidies. Prices of second-hand electric cars (EVs) are clearly influenced by government incentives and subsidies for newly produced ones. Tax credits and subsidies help to make new EVs more reasonably priced, hence boosting sales and pre-owned car turnover. An overabundance resulting from this flood of trade-ins and used electric vehicles into the market will cause their prices to be pressured lower. These incentives have made more competitively priced options more appealing Hence, customers may find used EVs less appealing than new ones, which would help to down used EV costs. Therefore, a changing supply and demand dynamics, government measures meant to support new EV sales indirectly influence the used EV market. 6. Changing consumer taste. Value of secondhand electric cars is significantly influenced by consumer choices. A buyer generally gives new EV vehicles, which include sophisticated technology, improved performance, and longer ranges, first priority over more traditional models. Growing knowledge of environmental problems attracts consumers to the most recent developments in electric transportation more and more. This change in taste results in less demand for older used EVs since consumers search for the newest features and enhancements. Consequently, the declining market values of outdated models reflect the changing tastes and priorities of consumers in the electric car sector by means of their decreasing interest in them. 7. Warranty and reliability issues. Prices of secondhand electric cars are heavily influenced by warranties and dependability issues, usually featuring thorough warranties covering battery life and other important components. New EVs give consumers confidence. EVs may no longer be under warranty as they age, which begs questions about possible repair costs and general dependability. Because secondhand EVs lack warranty coverage, buyers who might be reluctant about the possibility for costly repairs may find them less tempting. To offset these perceived dangers, sellers might thus cut prices, so reflecting the declining value of older, out-of-warranty cars. Therefore, the security of a guarantee is quite important for determining the dynamics of the market for used electric vehicles, thereby affecting demand as well as price. 8. Market perceptions and residual value. The residual value of a vehicle, that is, its projected value at the end of a lease or ownership term, affects used EV rates. This value is determined in part by elements including battery life, technical developments, and market demand. Older models typically see a more dramatic drop in value as newer EVs get better features and longer-lasting batteries, therefore improving their residual values. Resale prices also affect market impressions. Prospective consumers prefer modern EVs with upgraded technologies and better performance over older vehicles. Aging EVs' dependability and lifespan raise questions about their longevity, which helps to explain their declining market value and less appeal than more contemporary models. 9. Scale economies in manufacturing. The declining pricing of secondhand electric vehicles depend much on the economies of scale attained by EV manufacturers. Manufacturers gain from cheaper costs per unit as production quantities rise, which lets them cut the prices of new electric cars. Reducing this cost will help new electric cars be more reasonably priced for consumers, therefore influencing the market for used models. New EVs are getting more affordable. Hence, owners could choose to buy new cars instead of used ones. This change in consumer inclination lowers demand for secondhand EVs, which causes their market pricing to drop. Furthermore, since new electric vehicles EVs are less competitive than their younger, more reasonably priced predecessors, their reduced manufacturing costs might hasten the depreciation of previous models. As a result, the financial savings obtained during the manufacturing of new electric vehicles help to exert downward pressure on the pricing of used EVs. 10. International market trends. Price of used electric vehicles is significantly influenced by global market trends and economic situation. Demand for EVs can be affected by changes in consumer purchasing patterns, fuel prices, and economic swings. Consumers may be less likely to invest in used EVs under times of economic uncertainty or when fuel prices are really low, which would lower pricing. On the other hand, favorable economic conditions and strong market trends can inspire more interest in both new and used electric vehicles, so maybe stabilizing or even lowering their pricing. Furthermore, influencing the whole EV market are worldwide regulations supporting technology developments and renewable energy. Changing economic conditions and market trends create a dynamic environment whereby consumer attitude and more general economic events constantly affect the demand and cost of used electric vehicles. Finally, the decline in used electric vehicle EV prices reflects a complex interplay of factors shaping the automotive market. As technological advancements continue to propel the EV industry forward, older models inevitably lose value overshadowed by newer, more efficient designs. Increased production and market saturation exacerbate this trend, flooding the market with pre-owned options and driving prices down. Government incentives for new EVs and the improving economies of scale in manufacturing further contribute to the depreciation of older models, making new EVs more affordable and lessening the appeal of used ones. Moreover, shifting consumer preferences, concerns over battery longevity and reliability, and the perceived value of warranties all play significant roles in influencing the used EV market. As the global market adapts to these evolving dynamics, consumers and sellers alike must navigate these changes to make informed decisions. For buyers, the current market presents an opportunity to access more affordable electric mobility, fostering a transition to greener technologies. Sellers and manufacturers, on the other hand, need to strategically position themselves to address these shifting trends and remain competitive in a rapidly changing landscape. Understanding these factors is crucial for navigating the evolving used EV market and leveraging the opportunities it presents. Let us know in the comments what you think about the why used EV prices are falling, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.